Hey everyone, RoninMan back, and we're going to be doing another episode of Violet Evergarden today. We're on episode 3, and yeah, these don't have names to the episodes. Well, that's fine. We'll just call this episode 3. Violet's been kind of getting used to her job a little bit more, but she needs more training, and because she doesn't quite understand like the nuances of what people are saying, because humans are difficult to understand if you don't understand undertones, you know, in the way people say things, and especially in the job that they have, which seems to aside from doing tedious tasks that have to do with, you know, just like writing information like addresses, and aside from having to write letters that are more personable, because that's kind of like that's what seems to be their main thing is to write letters from one person to another and be able to communicate these human emotions from one person to another. That seems to be like kind of like the bread and butter of like what they enjoy doing there. So she needs to learn those little nuances, and she's still trying. She's got this one ultimate question, which is, why did her superior tell her that he loved her, and she doesn't understand that, and she's on this little quest to like kind of figure that out, and she has to kind of go through her trials, her own form of trials to kind of figure that out, it seems. So I'm looking forward to seeing like what this training course that she's going to be doing is going to be like. So but we're going to go ahead and get started here. Guys, if you haven't yet, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all the time you spend with me, and thank you to my patrons who have supported me up to this point, and for suggesting this show in the first place. We do have episodes on Patreon that are 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, so if you're interested in checking out the episodes early, feel free to jump on that. And we do have a Discord server. The link is in the description below, so feel free to click on that and join the community, and feel free to talk to everyone. It's free to join. There are patron only channels, but there are plenty of other channels that you can access for free. So we're gonna go ahead and dive on into this. Yeah, very European vibe for the town, and some of the names kind of have like maybe like a German descent. I don't know a whole lot of what I'm talking about, but it's just what the names look like in general. Wow, I really like her new getup here. It's a great looking dress. Yeah, she already seems like a hard ass. Sounds like a big deal. Oh, we got an intro? We're gonna watch the intro for sure. Wow, good music. It's nice when all the elements to an anime like really pop off with the visuals, the story, the music, and sometimes the intro music doesn't really have it doesn't originate from the show typically, but sometimes you get an intro song and they just know exactly what to do with it. This feels like one of those shows to me. It feels like the animators were just like, okay, so we're gonna draw this story for you. How pretty did you want it? And they were like, yes. I like how the teacher didn't miss a beat. Even though Violet is there because she feels like she's missing something, and she is technically, I'm sure the other students look at her and are like, wow, we're missing something. She has the other part of what we're missing. which is like the physical, technical ability of it.
文法の成績満点バイオレット・エヴァーガーデン次語彙の成績満点バイオレット・エヴァーガーデン
She's knocking it the fuck out.
どれどれお、初日の評価は優秀だね
お、帰ってきたのか
何よ、男のくせにいつまでも。
So in the earlier episode, she was trying to make him jealous. I mean, I figured that's what it was. I guess I didn't put two and two together. Maybe they like each other?
お願いします、ルクリアさん。で、誰宛ての手紙にする？宛先はクラウディア・ホッチンズ様に、社長です。ルクリアさんの手紙をどうぞ。あ、おに、両親宛てにするわ。
I wonder if she's just writing literally what she's saying, or...
背景父上様、母上様。久々の手紙ですが、伝達事項はありません。以前からの件に感謝を伝えていないことを懸念しております。
This is where Violet falls short.
問題は起きておりません。以上、くれぐれも憂慮なきよう、ルクリア。
それで手紙になっているつもりですか？バイオレット、あなたは学科の成績も良くてタイプもとても速くて正確です。けれど、あなたの代筆したものは手紙とは呼べません。
I wonder how hard Violet takes failure.
急だから気をつけて。
God damn. I'm sure the view is worth it, but that is a lot of steps.
私は子供の頃からずっとこの眺めが大好きなの。
バイオレット、いつか君にもライデンから見えるあの美しい景色を見てほしい。
Oh, wow.
お兄ちゃん、また飲んでたの？
飲んでねえ。おかえり。
お兄ちゃん、大丈夫？
Well, looks like everybody's dealing with problems.
バイオレットちゃん、手紙をくれるのは嬉しいんだけど、なんだか
What's up with those two?
教官にも私の代筆したものは手紙とは呼べないと指摘されました。ただいま、すぐご飯作るから。
Yeah, it goes to show that no matter how well people appear to be doing, you know, everybody's got some shit going on the side.
ルクリア・モールバラ。
はい。
では、以上9名を今回の卒業者とします。皆さんが良き。
Violet didn't make it.
人が話している言葉の中から伝えたい心を。
It was probably good to at least see other people's point of view and get, you know, input from like more third-party sources and being able to have more human interactions and things like that. I think that class was still beneficial.
ねえバイオレット、少佐って誰？あなた、毎回手紙の最後に少佐からの手紙はまだです。
Maybe what she needs is someone like her to like decipher what she's really trying to say, like in a real letter kind of way. And then
最後まで。
if Violet reads what someone else interprets what she's trying to say, maybe she can kind of get more insight
少佐、
on how to be a proper like memory doll.
愛してるを知りたい。心を伝えるって難しいね。実はね、私の両親死んじゃったの。
Yeah, I figure her parents died. That's probably why her brother drinks a lot.
戦争が始まって、お兄ちゃんは兵士として戦いに出たわ。でも、配備された西部戦線はほとんど戦闘がないところだった。西部戦線が突破されたのですね。
Oh shit.
お父さんもお母さんも遺品すら見つからなかった。
So the brother feels responsible for the parents' death.
ヘルネを守れなかったことを悔やんで、お父さんとお母さんが死んだのは自分のせいだと思い込んでる。
Damn.
本当はただ生きててくれるだけで嬉しいの。
Yeah, it's rough.
ありがとうって伝えたいだけなのに。あなたの伝えたい気持ちを手紙にしましょう。
Like Violet at least understands to not just copy what people are saying exactly word for word. So she's at least doing some sort of interpretation on her own. I will say that.
ほら、
あんたルクリアのこれは
任務いえ課題です。
I wonder how she wrote it. Hopefully she did it good. I feel like the buildup is making it to where she did actually write it really good.
お兄ちゃん生きてきてくれて嬉しいの。
That got me a bit. So she was able to take like the most basic thing that she said
遅かったけどどこ行ってたの？
and was able to communicate
と
it.
ころで社長はどちらに？
組合の寄り合いだってよ。
And he was able to understand like everything. All of a sudden, like he might as well have heard everything that his sister said. He got the main point.
おはようバイオレット。この手紙をルクリアに見せてもらいました。あなたが書いたルクリアからお兄さんへの手紙を。
バイオレット、あなたが届けてくれたのよ。
Nice.
ドールとは人が話している言葉の中から伝えたい本当の心を救い上げるもの。
All right. Write some fucking letters.
バイオレット、おめでとう。ルクリア、
Violet actually was given like the hardest test out of everybody. Like she actually applied that ability in a real life situation and actually made a difference in someone's life instead of just in a classroom.
一言だけで大切な気持ちを伝えることができるのです。
Yep, that's the thing too. It was a very short letter she wrote.
お人形のような服装で、ちょっと軍人さんみたいで、ちょっと変わった。とっても素敵。
So I wonder if this is kind of like the structure of the show and we get these little brief interactions with different people around Violet whom she gets to communicate emotions between these side characters and whoever they're dealing with. Great episode, amazing episode. That actually, again, choked me up whenever the brother read that letter. Just amazing the power that one line had, since we were being given a bit of that backstory for their family. And then Violet just hearing the most important part of what she said and then just stuck that on a letter. I wonder if Violet's gonna have there's gonna be like more difficult letters to decipher, you know, when she's hearing someone talk and she trying to get that across. You know, is she all of a sudden now proficient at it, or is it that gonna be that kind of thing, or is it where each letter is gonna have its difficulty of communicating certain things? You know, yes, she graduated, you know, but are we doing a realistic kind of take on this and that you can still fail later on? I'm assuming yes, because the other girl with the glasses, she technically is a full-fledged, you know, memory doll, and yet she was able to have that bad day, and you know, and she was the one that wrote that letter to that guy that got pissed off. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be all black and white and just kind of, oh, you graduated, so now you can never fail again. It's not that kind of show. I think she can still have those trials and things like that, along with her new occupation and learning how to read the nuances of what people are saying and be able to communicate better between one person and another. It's a very simple concept at the heart of the show, but it could be as complex as you want it to be, because I mean, people have communication problems every day, whether it be between friends or between lovers, family, whatever. Like, communication is a thing we constantly have to work at, because I think people are different and everybody needs to be talked to a certain way, and it takes experience of experiencing these types of people to learn how to talk to that type of person, you know. So someone who's been around for a bit, you know, so like the one doll that seems to be like the head doll, I forget her name, the busty lady that's always in that argument with that guy. She doesn't look like old necessarily, but she just seems older thus has more experience talking to people, and so that's why she's kind of the most requested out of all the dolls, because she knows how to read people, and she's had more experience in communicating how people feel. What's kind of fun to look at is that she's still arguing with people. She's still able to argue with people, even though she knows how to communicate. So yeah, like I said, very simple concept. However, it could be as complicated as people are, you know, generally. So cool episode. Liked what I saw, and I'm glad Violet got to graduate. But I'm looking forward to see like what sort of, you know, what other trouble she can get herself into. You know, is there going to be a letter later on that it's going to give her trouble to try to communicate and things like that, and seeing what sort of clients she gets and how she mingles with those clients, because she's still Violet, you know, she still has her she's still growing, she's still learning. So, but anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.